Welcome to Organization Core and our premier product, OCore Tasks. This tutorial is about what different people see when they use OCore Tasks. Let's log in and have a look. There are 4 different levels of user: viewers, requesters, performers, and managers. When you first create your account, there's a single user defined, and that user is a manager. The first user in this account was Joe Smith. Managers can do anything in OCore Tasks. They can change settings, add and change vendors and projects, and they can add and change people. Let's look at Joe's details. Notice that the main email address is used primarily to help recover usernames and passwords if you forget them. You can also add email and text addresses for each person and configure them to receive alerts. Joe has an email address entered for his alerts. Please see the tutorial about messages and alerts for more information about this feature. And notice that Joe is set up as an account administrator. We'll come back to that in a moment. Notice that we have a person of each type set up. We'll log in as different users in a moment so you can see the difference. Right now we're logged in as Joe, a manager and account admin. Because Joe is an account admin, he can see the account settings page. Usually only one person in an account is set up as an account admin, but a large account might have this ability for more than one person, and that person can be just a viewer who also happens to have responsibility for tuning the account settings and keeping billing information correct. After adding a new person, we give them access to a project and all the tasks that belong to that project by adding them as a project user. We've added all of our users to this project. Notice that we do not have to add Joe, our manager, because managers can see all projects. Now let's log out, then log in as Jane, our performer. Notice that Jane cannot change settings, but can view, add, and edit tasks. And Jane is not an account admin, so she doesn't see the account settings. If we log in as John, our requester, we see that he can view and add tasks, but he'll only be able to edit tasks that he requested. If we log in as Jen, our viewer, we see that there are no tasks displayed. That's because Jen is not the requester, performer, or manager on any tasks. She can still see tasks in the project where we added her if we search for any user. But notice that she can only view and not edit the tasks. Let's log in as Joe again, so you can see 2 other ways that people can be associated with a task. You can add people to a tasks list of task users, giving them access to a task when they otherwise do not have access to the project that it belongs to. And each task has a specific performer, requester, and manager. The requester is whoever created the task. The performer is the person who will be completing the task. They can be assigned by a manager. And the manager can be any manager in the account, allowing certain tasks to be managed by people who are not otherwise associated with the task or its project. Finally, when you create a custom field for a task type, you can control what level of user gets to see and edit that field. The Who Can View and Who Can Edit settings control this. You can learn more about custom fields and task types in the tutorial about creating task types. And remember, viewer and requester users can access OCore Tasks for free. You can create as many of them as you need on your account. You only pay for performers and managers. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please help us improve the experience by taking the time to complete our super short survey.